And we're very happy to be joined by the director of the Israel Museum, Professor Bruno. Hello, and
Hello.
Thank you for inviting us to this wonderful place.
Thank you.
So I know that, you're smiling, things are open, the museum is open after a long time of not being the case. Explain what's going on now and how it feels that people are able to set foot in here again.
Of course, it feels wonderful. It's great. People are coming in. We're still waiting for tourists to come in, but we have a lot of local visitors coming in. Actually, last week we had our first group from abroad, so I think we'll be seeing more and more people coming from abroad, and we have great plans for the coming months as the restrictions sort of are lifted up. But we have wonderful new exhibitions. We're opening a great exhibition about I'd say the connection between food and deities in the Mesoamerica, in ancient cultures of Mesoamerica. This is opening in a couple of weeks.
Right. Well, I also imagine, as we went through the whole world has essentially been shut down, but I know a lot of work goes into building the exhibition. So I imagine even when, things were in lockdown during COVID, a lot of the curators and the staff were really hard at work having to still plan future exhibitions.
So I would say we had two periods during lockdown. The first part, which was very difficult, we had to furlough most of our employees. But the second part, where we couldn't bring in people, we did have the chance to make a lot of, I'd say, middle and long-term plans. So we have wonderful exhibition programming for the next 2-3 years. We did a lot of online work. We actually almost overnight learned how to do online engagement, content. And this type of activity will continue on now. Our youth wing, our educational wing, has done hundreds of online courses.
I'm sure you're getting, fans and a lot of engagement, and I imagine that's also a significant form of tourism moving forward, even for people that, that can't come here, to be able to show the museum abroad for people that may not be able to afford to come visit Israel.
Yeah, so what's nice about online activities is actually it gives you two things in one shot. You get people connected and engaged and in a continuous, I'd say, connection with what you're doing. And you're inviting more and more people in. So you have new audiences who have never been here, who have reached us online and saying, you know what, I want to come to the Israel Museum. I want to come here and see these fantastic things that you're doing.
Right.
So rather than being, say, a substitute to a physical interaction with our wonderful exhibitions and permanent displays, it actually augments the activity at the museum. And
right. As I imagine, it is a very exciting kind of new beginning and new future with the Abraham Accords and, tourism from from Arabic-speaking countries to, really take in and also learn about the Jewish history and how it's connected.
So you're touching straight to the point, because what we're working on is a major exhibition with a number of I'd say, partner museums, great museums in the world, on the three Abrahamic religions, and I would say the cross pollination of the material culture of these religions over centuries. This is exactly what we're working on, and it's fascinating. And we are in a position, because of our collections, both in Jewish art and life, in archaeology, and in art, in fine art, to actually create this very diverse and very rich picture of all these cross connections.
Yeah, and how the pieces all fit together. I imagine, it's a good testament to how really culture and history is a way, and art is a way of unity, of uniting and creating the context rather than
when you
just
look at
the
culture,
narrative.
What's beautiful about art and culture is that it tells a very clear story about how people interacted over the ages. And when you look at artistic motifs, at styles, at usage of particular materials, you see that people from different ethnic groups and different religions over millennia have actually interacted all the time in a very positive way.
Thank you so much, and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Emily.
Such a wonderful, wonderful place.
Thank you
Really
very much. Thank you, and I'm inviting everyone to come to the Israel Museum. It's a wonderful place to come to.
You heard that from the director himself.